You are now tuned in to Black Ink Radio. Turn up the hottest station in the nation.
What's good?
What's up?
Back in the motherfucking building.
You already know the goddamn vibes.
Did I say that?
Hold on, let me send our live out.
So, I mean, all you gotta do is tell them Black Ink Radio, and that's it.
My mom,
It should say live.
She don't know. I gotta send her.
Oh, you want Mom Dukes on here?
She keep asking me every time we get on. I always forget. I forget every show.
You gotta turn this around. There you go.
Y'all hear me?
Is her mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
Yours ain't.
Mine, right? I can't. It's probably. I can hear it.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Where do we get the link at if you live? You can't
Check.
No,
check.
I mean, you gotta go to the live, and then you do that.
Check. Y'all can hear me?
Corvette. I don't
Hey.
know the words, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Okay.
All right, Miss J. So what's the topic for today, man? What we talking to the people about?
Well, first of all, can y'all tell them how your day was? What was going on? How was your week? How was your week?
My week was beautiful. Nah, my week was good. You know what I'm saying? It was all right. I took a break from my little diet, but I'm back on today. You know what I'm saying? So it's no food. So, yeah, today's a bad day already. Nah, I honestly like not eating. It feels better. I have more energy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to getting back to day 2 and 3 because that's when I start getting that feeling like I'm on an Adderall. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
AP?
AP.
Okay, repeat what you said for me one time.
Just how was your week?
It was pretty good.
Gotta learn to multitask.
It was pretty good. I was gonna say too, Rich.
How was the slime life tour?
It was nice.
Yo,
man. We still got some
you
more
gotta
dates.
tell them about that.
Yeah. It was nice, man. We got some more dates. We gotta tell you about. We got 2 more dates. We got one this weekend, Saturday, Albany. That's where I'm from. Home.
Albany, Georgia. Okay, you going back home?
Yeah.
All right, take it home.
Yeah, shout out to Albany. And then we got our last one's in Columbus on the 25th, February 25th, Columbus, Georgia.
I might be at
I know
those.
that's right.
Okay.
I might be at those. I almost came to the first 2, the one in North Carolina, because I was on the phone with the girl that assists the dude that's throwing it. You know Lennox, right?
Yeah.
So I was on the phone with the girl who's assisting him, and you know we talking and shit. She was like, "Yeah, we about to leave now," but his dumb ass. Well, she didn't call you dumb, bro. She said he didn't rent he wanted to rent the truck the same day, and now he can't get a truck. I said, "Bro, I rent trucks to people. What do you mean?" So I jumped up, brought them the truck. You know what I'm saying? And then they was like, "Yo, you should just come." And I was like, "Nah, that's too short notice." But yeah, they drove out. That was my truck he had. You know what I'm saying? Because I rent black trucks. Got the black truck service. So even if you need transportation, you know, armed security, all I got that. And you know, so I knew where y'all was at. You know, because I. You know what I mean?
You for saving the day.
I saved the day because y'all wouldn't have had no show.
Facts, man.
No show.
Talk about it.
Man,
You feel me?
For real.
what are we gonna do without you?
I don't know.
Wow.
I wouldn't know because I ain't gonna be there. I won't be there.
Not eat.
But yeah, that was fact. What's up? Give me the mic. Give me another mic. You got another mic? I think that one's dead though.
You know, AP just told y'all.
It's not dead. Yeah, you good.
We good.
He got 2 seconds. Go ahead.
Damn. AP just told y'all about the salon like Charlotte Tour and shit
okay.
like that. And you know what I'm saying? Started my own clothing brand.
Yes,
shit
sir.
like that.
Oh.
Hey, nah, that's hard.
What's it called? I
That's
like
hard.
it.
I like that. I really do. I like
And
that.
certified apparel. This is just the first design of
Yeah.
like 3. I'm gonna have about 3 designs.
Okay.
Gonna be limited editions.
I told y'all he started braiding his hair. He feeling himself. Go ahead. I like that.
Get your business going. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
Say,
That's
get
it.
your
I'm
business
happy.
going.
I'm excited.
I'm happy for you, bro.
No, thanks, bro.
That's dope. And your glasses is fixed. Cool.
And I love the 2 braids that's braided.
You got 2 braids?
Get 'em.
2 braids braided.
Okay.
Yeah, they red over here. They red.
You got 2 braids and they
2
red?
braids red. Right?
Okay.
And then I ain't even
Naughty. Ain't nobody doing it like
Shout out to you, brother.
right,
Yeah, he out here flexing and you know.
doing
Go
this
ahead.
thing. And I know, can they see the red or no, they can't?
Can they see it?
They can see the red. Let them see the red. I can't really see the red from here. I'm
Nah,
blind.
It ain't right. The angle right there.
I'm blind. I can't see shit. That shit look like an afro.
Why you wear them glasses?
Well, that shit like an afro. Yeah, I don't want nobody to see me squinting. That's why I wear these glasses. I be squinting behind the glasses. Like, But yeah, that's dope, man. You know, I seen y'all practicing for the joint, and I like y'all show.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely got good voices, nice song. I heard one song, that's why I said song. I didn't say songs. You know, and I know a lot of other people that was on that tour, and the talent was dope.
No.
A lot of talent.
Yeah. Shout out to
A
the
lot
other
of goddamn talent.
Yeah, the connection was great.
I interviewed some dudes the day before. They was rolling around in a Rolls Royce truck. They call No Rats Allowed. You know what I'm talking about? His name is Lil Gangsta.
I don't know.
Lil Gangsta. He's from Chattanooga. I forgot. I'm sorry, bro. I fucked it up. I don't know where he's from, but he's dark skinned. It's a bunch of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They wearing masks and shit. Got a lot of jewelry.
Okay.
But I interviewed them. It was nice. You know.
Okay.
I love the energy. Shout out to them. No Rats Allowed.
Yeah. Ever since I met AP and Nadi, y'all just been
Moving.
running it up.
Moving.
Like, I mean, no excuses is that if that was a person, it'd be done.
Yeah, I like that.
Let me tell you something. Like
we appreciate that.
it's important. Like, that goes into our segment. But I mean, what advice do y'all have for upcoming artists?
Upcoming artists?
Cause you wasn't where you at right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
2 minutes ago.
some people have to.
2 minutes ago, you wasn't there, so I don't know what's getting you there.
If you watching it, you just gotta catch Rich sometimes.
My bad.
Look, my bad. But no, seriously, like, you gotta like tell us how did y'all gain the confidence to get where you at right now? Because you had to get somewhere to get here.
You just really, it's all about just doing it, honestly. Like, it's a lot of stuff you could plan, but until you really do it, you won't have that experience. You won't be able to say like, oh, I know what this feels like, because there's a lot of stuff like, okay, say all the stuff you see on TV. Like, I grew up watching like Chris Brown and Michael Jackson dance and stuff on TV. So then when you actually hop on the stage and perform and you see what it feels like, it's different, you know, and you start realizing like, okay, well, damn, if this is really what it's like, well, you visualize it now. You got to say, is this really what I want? And now you got to either put your all into it and just go for it. Like, you can't, like, it's no excuses with it. Whatever you want to do, like, just go for it. And it's honestly, it's been like a beautiful thing. It's honestly just believing in yourself and knowing that you have a plan and just believing it enough to make it real. Like,
dope.
Doing everything to focus on it and make it real. Like,
dope. Give yourself some claps.
Yes, definitely. I want to know your trials and tribulations that you came across, like, because I'm sure there's always people that comes into your circle, whether it's like friends, relationships, and sometimes they just want to rain on your parade. You know what I'm saying? Like, they see all the shit Rich got, they like, man, they trying ice out. He got the ice on the pinky, the ice on the neck. But oh look, both of them. He got the ice on the pinky, the ice on the neck. Don't play with him. So what I'm saying is, then you got them outsiders looking like, damn, that nigga really like that, and they looking at Slimeball AP. Now they like, yo, y'all really doing this shit. Like, it's like, but those type of people, you can get confused between friends and people who really envy you, come into your circle to really rain on your parade. They not really for you, but they clapping for you. But in disguise, they only rocking. They want to be by your side because they want to see what did you do? Why are you above me? You know what I'm saying? So how did you stop that?
Just consistency. I remember literally, it's about to be like a year, honestly, like, just my life a year ago was so different. So it's so crazy. I literally, when I'm from Thomasville, Georgia. It's the country, it's the South, and I love music, and I was always to myself in school. But like, if you knew me, you fuck with me, I fuck with you. You know, I'm that type of person. Like, I go off energy. I wasn't ever just, oh, let's do this, let's be friends. It was off really energy. Like, I let people come to me. I wasn't like, oh, okay, I'm ready to hop on this person or hop on this wave. Like, I wasn't like that. And so when it came to doing music and actually doing it, like, I felt like really like on it. And so going through that, being in the country, not a lot of resources out there compared to like Atlanta and stuff like that, it made me realize like, okay, I got to get out of here. Like, and I have to be around people who want to get out of here, because if I don't, I'm going to be stuck down here. Like, you know, I'm going to find myself in some type of situation to where I'm just stuck down here doing nothing, because that's all they're doing. They're stuck down there doing nothing. And so for me, it was breaking a lot of those like false friendships or like temporary relationships, because like, it's so many people who they'll say they want to do this and then they go do this. Like, I remember I was back home and I was like, social media really helped. Social media really helped a lot with that. I was posting a lot of like trailers with my music, and I remember people would sometimes come in my lives and stuff and just like give me real motivational stuff, and it showed me that I was doing the right thing, because I'm like, damn, like that was for me. I remember somebody said, like, whatever you want to be, you have to surround yourself by it. He was like, you know, if you want to be a rapper, you have to, like, and I spend a day with you, you need to go to the studio. You need to show me a producer. You need to show me an engineer. You need to show me your livelihood. You know, he was like, if I hang out with you and you're going to the trap or something, you want to be a trapper. You know what I'm saying? And it made me look like, damn, like I started looking like, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they doing every day, and why they're in the position that they are? So really, like, that was like a big trial for me, because like I love my friends and I love people, but you know, you can set yourself back trying to bring them on too. So
had dead weight. Yep.
Yeah.
Facts.
Real shit.
Rich in his facts.
Facts. I urge everybody to watch that Kanye West special.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched it last night. It's amazing to watch it. It shows you his journey from before he was anybody to, you know, not to who he is now, but to when he signed with The Rock. And when I tell you, he met with so much rejection, even while he had produced half of Jay-Z's album Blueprint, and he was still getting rejected. They show him going into the offices and playing his music, and the executives wasn't even paying him no attention. And he's going from office to office with his songs, and all they cared about was his production. They didn't want to hear him rap. So dedication, and the person who filmed it flew from Chicago and gave up his job and everything because he believed in Kanye, and you know, and look what happened. But it took a lot of dedication and consistency for him to be who he is, because he could have gave up at any point when all those labels turned him down.
Amen.
So I urge people to watch that and definitely never give up.
Yeah, never give up. You can't give up.
Nope.
You can only give up. No, you can't give up.
Can't give up.
Can't give up.
The only way that you don't win is when you quit.
Amen.
And I said, win is never quit, and quit is never wins. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So that's just that.
I seen I think I heard a quote, and they said, you're only a loser if you can't handle the loss.
You're only a loser if you can't handle the loss. Right.
You feel me? If you know what I'm saying, if you can't handle the loss, then you feel me? Then that makes you a loser, because if you keep going through it, you're gonna win. You're gonna win because you got that mindset like, I'm gonna come back from this shit.
Right.
Fuck it, I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna come back from this shit.
I don't even recognize losses. You heard?
Amen. To
Like
that.
I don't see that. It's
Amen.
either like they say, it's either a blessing or a lesson. I don't recognize a loss.
Amen.
I have yet to take a loss. If I lose something, it's for a reason.
Amen.
It's for a bigger gain, or it's just something that, you know, like I used to try to force things, and I realized that whenever I forced anything, it went horribly wrong. What I've noticed that when God stops certain things, is because there's something way worse that could happen. When something bad happens, something way worse is waiting around the corner, and he's just trying to stop you.
Please say that one more time. I needed to hear that. I know God is speaking to me through you. Say that one more time. I definitely need to hear that.
I said, when something bad happens, he stops something way worse from happening. So you think that's bad, but what could have been around the corner is way worse. I got a warning for every tragedy that happened in my life. I ran into a brick wall on a motorcycle doing over 90 miles an hour with no helmet, right? Wow. That day, I was riding the bike, and when I went to the top of the block, I tried to spin it around, and shit flung from under me. So everybody was like, you fell, man, just chill, like, you know, just put it up. I'm like, nah, y'all niggas got to go to the projects. I ain't get to go, because we used to like to ride to the projects, do tricks, you know, show off dirt bikes, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, nah, I did it anyway, you know what I'm saying? Didn't see the warning. And I got chased by the police, and it basically ended up running into a damn wall. And if I would have peeped the warning, it wouldn't have happened. And I could think of something in every situation in my life that was super bad when I got a warning and didn't adhere to it. And then there's times in my life where I took the warning, and hey, you know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. My mother signed me up to get a job, right? I hadn't had a job ever. She signed me up to get a job, and I didn't know. So I always used to call her before I go out of town. So I said, "Ma, I'm about to go to PA." My niggas just came to my house. My man got jumped out there. Just came to my house. We loaded the car with whatever. I'm not gonna say what it is. And I was about to get in the car, and she said, "You can't go. You have an interview." And I was like, I thought about it and I was like, you know what, fuck it. You know, I'm not gonna go. So I told them. They said cool. They got on the highway. Them niggas got caught on the highway with whatever, and everybody did time.
Oh wow.
And the way it happened was even crazy because it was 2 separate cars, and they thought they were smart because they had, well, they went to jail. They had guns in one car and they put the clips in the other car, so they got caught racing. What happened was, but when one of them got pulled over, the other one got pulled over a mile down the road by a whole nother cop.
Damn.
And the way they linked them, they didn't even know that they was together at first. They just both thought they caught people speeding.
Wow.
Then, you know, the cop was just, you know how they get on the walkie-talkie, they talk about who they arrested, who's in the car, 3 males, blah, 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 boom. So one of the cops said, hey, could you describe the males in that car? So he started describing them. He only asked that because one of my friends had on a shirt that we had all got that had our picture on it.
Damn.
And when he described them, the niggas, he described the other niggas in the picture.
Damn.
And then that's when they linked them together, linked the guns together, and everybody went to jail.
Damn.
So, you know, warnings, you know, sometimes you just got to, like, sit it out and just, you know, take the warning.
Take the warning.
Take the warning.
So in situations like adulting, right? So,
Right.
you know, I think you started adulting, right? Would y'all agree at the age of 18,
No.
20,
No.
21?
When you start paying your own bills.
Right. So this
Hey,
in
man.
this
It's
day
not
and
an
age,
age.
Right.
no, but this day and age is usually started around like 18.
It depends on the person. Some people
It-
don't get out their house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you
It
can
does.
say that.
Right. It does depend on the person,
Depend on
but
the person, yeah.
the generation, you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
2023, you start seeing like you see some kids that's out here living in houses because of YouTube checks or whatever the case may be. It's several
Right.
kids that's living luxury.
Right.
And you
right.
got grown-ups that's been on this earth 40 years, 50
And
years. They're still
still-
trying to figure it out. Like, well,
still-
how the hell is you doing
Still
that?
live with their parents. They're not adulting.
Right. So my point is, I want to hear from an adult standpoint, and I want to hear from our standpoint and the audience, of course. But so, as far as growing up, right, and like touching bills and stuff like that, it's not easy. It's not an easy task. It's something that can, you know, really bring you some bad anxiety because you're nervous. You know, you don't know if you might not have rent this month or how is it gonna come.
Right.
But I want you to give us the game, Rich. Like, tell us, like, when you first was 18, 19, like, when did it start becoming like this shit real? It's hitting you like this shit is real. And what did you do? Like, you know, because you got friends that stop in your bag. You got different things that stop in your bag. Like, man, some people want to do stripping and partying and go to school. It don't make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's out all over the place.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out what you want to do, find your task, master it, make money off of it. And then once you make money, you know, money generates everything else.
Right. Hopefully, you know, people never get to this point, but it becomes real when you can't call somebody to bail you out.
Hello?
And I don't mean bail you out of jail. I mean bail you out of whatever situation. When your rent is due and you can't pay it and there's no one to call, that is the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it becomes real in that situation where, you know, before I used to be able to become broke. I used to walk around, didn't have no money. I could go to my grandmother's house, sleep on her couch. I go to my mother's house, sleep on her couch. You know what I'm saying? But they don't live here. You feel me? They didn't live in the other states that I lived in. So that's when I realized that you cannot get to a certain point, and that's when priorities start to come into play. You can't let friends get you sidetracked. You can't let certain things happen. You know, people get a cushion. You know, you might have a little bit of money saved, and then they feel like they could fuck off, but you can't. Because I'm going to tell you when it really gets real, when you have a child that asks for stuff,
You got to tell
and
them
you
no.
can't tell them no. It ain't about gotta tell them no. You can't. You don't want to. In your soul, you don't want to say no. And then it gets bad when I've seen parents where you do have to tell them no, and then you get irritated with the child for keep asking. But they don't understand why they can't have it. They don't understand that you fucking up or that you just can't afford it maybe. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gets to a point where you have to, your priorities got to be right. You got to understand having kids is deep. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for that kid. You feel me? And that they can't even be responsible for themselves. So people, you know, be having kids and doing certain things and not realizing that you put another life on your plate. You know, and that's when you cannot play with your life. So that's when the real adulting starts.
Yeah.
You know, because you could always fuck around and play around, and a woman could go sleep on her friend's couch and, oh, can I stay with you for a little while till I get right? You can't be taking no whole kid to somebody else's house talking about, can I get right? Because now you got to bring a whole house. When you have a kid, that's when you have a household. That's when your life can't be just in a bag or one suitcase. Because kids need shit. Kids have a lot of shit that they come with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, from a father's perspective, from an adult perspective, from over 30, over 40, only 42, you know, learn from early. Because you see the memes, right, where people say, oh, I got my bills on autopilot. That shit is not easy. That's why people brag about stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Because to have your bills on autopilot means that those accounts got to be right. Or you real good with the way your checks land. You understand what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, that's how my shit get paid. I don't even think, and that's why I feel like I'm not really learning for real, because I got my shit on automatically being paid.
But that is, you know what you're learning? Right. You're learning to never live like people who can't have it on auto pay.
Oh, true.
Don't try to fall back to learn that, because what you're doing right now is you training yourself to never really struggle, which is good. Keep that cushion to where you can keep it on autopilot, because that's the best thing in the world, to not have to worry about your bills. Now, the only other thing is you got to watch your bills, because things overcharge sometimes, things double charge sometimes. There's things that happen, so you should never get comfortable with just letting it auto pay. Always watch it. But, yo, you put yourself in a space to be a great adult. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're doing something that a lot of adults can't do, which means that you're ahead of your time right now. And kudos.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I don't have on... No, you're good. You're good. The only thing I don't have on auto pay is my credit card. That's like the only thing I have to like you know, put in my head. And I would say for anybody else that may be my age, if I can tell y'all what I do, I don't care. It's not a secret. But I literally write down everything, like muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? So when something is like right in my face, like for example, if car payments is this amount and rent is this amount and credit card is this amount and I make this amount, I'm going to take the amount that I make, I'm going to divide the two. So now I know every check I need to take out this much. This is my spending money to eat. This money goes over here. So by the second week of the month, I already have half of my rent and my bills. My bill money is already there, because I already have half of it. So now I go and however I make my money, whatever, then I go ahead and break that half again when I, you know, get paid again from whatever it is that I'm doing. And now I have, because I already divided it by 2. So once I get 2, I put it together, I have the amount and everything is there. So that's literally how I do it. And I learned that from just, honestly, like just listening and just watching and stuff. But that's what's worked for me. I always thought that everybody got their own thing that worked for me. But let me tell you something. I'm going to be completely transparent. With me being only 20 years old, I only been on this earth 20 years. Right. And I'm about to be 21 March 7th. So I would say that for me, it's more so like I have to take a step back and understand that there's some things I have not experienced. And some people will say, like, you ain't lived my life. You never been here. You never did what I did. You ain't go through what I go through. And they say it in a way like, I want you to feel bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I want you to hear what I'm saying because I want to make you think that my life was harder than yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to be this hood person in the streets. I came from the hood. I mean, everybody's story sounds so much alike. And it's not to say that it's not true. But what I'm saying is I'm speaking to different people that is giving me the impression that
excuses.
I can't get it done. So it makes me feel like I can't get it done. So when I put myself in my own box, right? So when I put myself in my own box and I educate myself, then I come to the understanding, Jayla,
you getting it done.
Yeah, you getting it done. And the motherfuckers that's telling you can't do it, they telling you can't do it because they couldn't do it.
That's when you have people putting their own fears and insecurities on you. Mm-hmm. And people shouldn't do that. That's not right. Yeah. You know, and to what I was about to tell you was what you are doing is adulting because you're budgeting your budget game is great. That's how you're supposed to do it. You know, you get paid a certain amount of times a month, then you break it up between that. That's how I used to do it when I was getting paid weekly. I used to make sure, like you said, half the rent and then half the rent and then boom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't spend all the money at once. But what you doing is smart. And honestly, you know, that's budgeting and that's adulting. And those people just are putting their fears on you, and they shouldn't do that. And I'm glad you haven't accepted them, because that could have messed up everything you was doing. You know what I'm saying? So they need to learn to keep their own shit and stop trying to put it on other people, because that's negativity, and they shouldn't do that.
Amen.
It's negativity.
Why are you doing that?
Shout out to Kubi TV in the comments. They say they love our show.
Oh,
We love you too.
we love you too, man.
We love you too.
Appreciate you.
And they say there's nothing wrong with staying in your own box.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, living in a box is one thing, but being in your box to shield yourself from other people's negativity is a whole nother thing. I wouldn't live in a box, but I would definitely keep my business in a box, because it's none of yours. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm going to do what I do, how I do it, because it works for me.
Right.
What works for you might not work for the next person.
When you open up, y'all got a close up on me right now, because I'm about to talk my shit.
Close up.
Close up. Close up. Can I get a close up?
If you got it, go ahead.
All right, there we go.
Give it to him.
Yeah. No, seriously though, when you open up doors for people to walk in and speak, give their opinion, touch things, you know, just in your space, you're allowing them to have control, you know, over your peace and what it is that they say. That could be family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, anybody. Like, my point is that it could literally be anybody. And with me being only 20 years old, it's like I've proven a lot. And that's why I go so hard, because the reason why the topic is we talking about game today and giving y'all all this game that we giving you is really because I feel like it's a lot of 20-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 18-year-olds. Like, we know how to do things like make babies, smoke weed, get drunk, party, have fun. But the things that we need to know, we don't know.
Nobody's telling you.
Nobody's teaching you, but they taught you how to roll a blunt. I don't know how to roll a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did not know how to roll a blunt. But I learned, like, when I learned how to roll a blunt, I was 20 years old, so that wasn't that long ago. But when I learned credit, I was only 18. Do you understand the difference? Like, I'm educating myself at the age of 18 about the things that I need to know for later on in life. And all these other stuff, like, I didn't get clouded by the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing that nobody could tell me or say to put me down. Like, I hear you. You may think because I got a body, I'm this. Or you may think because, you know, I may like to take nice pictures. You may think whatever you want to think. But at the end of the day, your words and your opinion is not going to hold me back. Like, I'm not going to let you bring me back. You really have to let that go in one ear and out the other and elevate. And I'm telling you, like, the biggest revenge is success.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Definitely
Start shitting on
agreed.
motherfuckers. Like,
Feel me?
Yeah. I'm extremely humble though. And God, I'm telling you, God is by my side.
Of course, definitely opened your eyes to a lot of things and got you living a lot better than a lot of adults, and got you living smarter than a lot of adults. And I'm glad that you are as as advanced and smart as you are, because it would have hurt to meet somebody like you and then have you not have it, at least 75% together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's really good. I just want the young parents to really, really change the game up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made a baby, you got one. If you got a baby that just came in 2022, 2020, 2021, 2020, you about to be pregnant. You about to be pregnant, about to have a baby, whatever. Just change the game up. Do something different. Let's teach the new kids, the new grown-ups that's coming up, like, this real life, street knowledge. I'm talking street knowledge. Like, it's cool, go to school. I'm not saying to tell people not to go to school, but I'm talking about real fucking game. Like, you need to know about credit. You need to know how these rich people doing. You need to know how millionaires is living, so that if all you know is how a millionaire is living, that's all you know. So what you gonna do? Like, if you got 5 dummies What's the sixth one? A dummy.
Yeah.
Like if you in a room with 4 millionaires, you got no choice but to have millionaire conversations.
Facts. That's like in the Kanye shit. I liked how that nigga said he used to walk and get on the train and be practicing his Grammy speech.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just was dedicated to it. And what I loved is his mother was so supportive. You feel me? Rest in peace to Miss Donda West. But she was so supportive. Like she was the main reason why he even did beats. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be supportive of your kids, and you know you got to be dedicated. You got to be dedicated.
Yeah. Never let your feelings get in the way.
No.
Of seeing things
through
as for what they truly are.
Seeing things as what they are.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely got to come out of your emotions. You cannot make decisions off of emotion, because that's when you make the wrong decisions. Think logically, you know, as much as you can, and try to make the right decisions, because you don't want to make a decision based on your emotions, because then it's like you're going to regret that, because you're not going to always feel the way you felt in that moment. But logically, you always going to, logical is logical. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. You know what I'm saying?
Logical is logical. 1 + 1
right.
is logical. And
always.
Go ahead, give them the claps.
Just clap.
Yeah, no, 1 + 1 is definitely always going to equal 2. I just feel like, you know, I'm going to just piggyback off of what Rich said, but just having control of your feelings, because, see, temporary feelings is the devil. I'm telling you. Temporary feelings is the devil. Temporary feelings will have you going crazy and insane and have you thinking that, you know, it's time to really turn up. When in all reality, you just mad for the moment. So
right.
Whatever you is going through with your mom, your brother, your boyfriend, like whoever is affecting you in any kind of way, it's all temporary, because next week, are you going to feel the same way? 2 weeks from now, are you going to feel the same way? And sometimes everything just doesn't deserve a reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, giving your reaction to friends that just wasn't good enough for you, or approaching a female that maybe be somebody's baby mom. You know how people get in those consistent drama stuff. Like, just certain things just don't deserve your energy. So when you give your energy out, just really be very bougie. Like, I mean, hold yourself to a high standard.
Yes.
I don't have.
Be cheap with it.
Yeah, like, I need you to tip the shoulder and, like, really walk, like, with your head held high, no matter what anybody says, because what that's going to do is, but without even saying anything, you're saying something. You understand what I'm saying? Without even saying anything, you're saying something. As soon as you walk in the door, if your energy is up, there's nothing that nobody can tell you to bring you down.
Right.
You could tell me I look ugly, a mess. How's your day? How you doing? I'm still good. I'm still happy. I'm still positive. I'm still tipping. I'm still making my money. Like, there's nothing that you said or did that just got in the way of anything. You know what I'm saying? When you let the outsiders know that, they not going. It's nothing for them to do.
That's a fact. Get that shit.
And Kubi asked, do you do like any classes like for the youth? She was like, do you do any finance classes, how to save, how to improve their credit? She was like, because, you know, young ladies need a platform like that and show people how to do it.
No, but
we will.
Yeah,
she
I
will.
can definitely. Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's coming.
Yeah, now it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah. That was dope. Dope.
I think that is dope. And that'll be very helpful for a lot of people. I definitely agree.
Yeah, they need that, because there's not many people your age that's doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that could, even if they don't have bills, that could help them save a lot of money. So when it's time to move out and have bills, they're gonna have a lot of money saved up. Because if you could save most of your check and then say you get paid $500 a week or $500 every 2 weeks, right? If your spending habits is only $200 for that time period, if you could actually just put the $200 to the side and say, I'll never go over this, and put that $300 away, you know what I'm saying? You saving $600 a month, which means that by the time you're ready to move out, you know, you might have some money. But, you know, that was just a hypothetical amount. But you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I got you.
Well, that was free game right there.
Yes, free game. Breaking it down. Like, just take what it is that you're buying. Take what it is that you're buying. For example, you're trying to go into a crib and you're trying to go into a 12-month lease. I would literally, like, I'm a visual learner, so I would literally take my price. I would write down my price and I would write down all the fees, all the cost of anything. I would add that up. That's my base on what I'm really looking like. Because, see, they'll get you like, oh, you got a $50 charge for trash, or you got this and that. And all that stuff adds up. And so it'll really change your rent from $1,200 to $1,300. Like, it'll add it up. And so if you do all your calculations right, you already know what the base is coming out. It's no surprise to you because you know all the fees and you know everything. So once you create that base, you break it down. Just break it down to make sense to you. That's it.
There we go. More game.
More game.
More game. We're trying to game, y'all.
8:57, but make sure y'all lock in with all of our Instagrams. Like, this is a dope team. Like, the show is just, this is bigger than what y'all think it is. This right here, what we doing right now, this is about to open the doors for young ladies and young men to know how to appreciate, not get too emotionally attached to your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's not always good to hold on. Sometimes it's not always good to let go. Like, you just got to know certain things. So right now, when we doing this show, tuning in every Thursday or just watching, make sure you got the game. This is going to break some generational curses. For
Facts.
sure.
Amen.
Facts.
Amen to that.
We about to raise some kids. You hear me?
You feel me?
We about to raise some kids.
About to have some kids.
Yeah, y'all gonna get game over here that your parents is probably scared to tell you.
Scared to tell you, can't tell you, don't know to tell you, won't tell you. We don't know, but you're going to get it here.
You gonna get it here.
You're going to get it today.
You gonna get it today.
On Thursdays.
On Thursday, 8 to 9.
8 to 9.
8 to 9. With what's up, Jay?
Tell your mammy I said.
Naughty and AP.
And Rich Mo.
I already know.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for viewing.
Yes.
We love y'all.
Love
we
you.
got 5 viewers. Kubi say they want 10% for the idea.
Oh, you can
All
have,
right, bet.
we'll give you 10% or nothing.
We'll bring you on the show.
But this is the thing though, man. You know, keep watching. We got some game for y'all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we just want to help. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad that whoever viewed and, you know, continue to watch. We're going to continue to give it.
Yeah, they here. Yeah, tap in. Appreciate y'all for
Tap
real.
in.
Follow everybody. All right, again, make sure y'all say y'all IGs.
Oh, so
Say your
I'm
socials.
What's Up Jay. WESSUPJAY.
Yeah, for the
Rich
people at
Mo,
home.
Rich Mo 718. Don't forget to jump in them DMs if you got questions for next week. Rich Mo 718 RICHMO 718.
Yes, sir. I'm Slimeball AP. Slimeball AP, exactly how it sounds.
You
A
did.
little bit louder, my
He can't.
boy.
His mic dead.
Oh, I got you.
Yo, I'm 1A on Naughty. Then you gonna grab that bit. That's 1AM NVTI. Same thing on all platforms.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all tune in next Thursday.
Appreciate y'all so
We out.
much.